In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I took my first app from 0 to 1,000 downloads and 0 to $1,000. Now I'm going to jump straight into it. As I always do, I love to get straight to the point and provide value. Perfect. So if you are not familiar with apps and how it works, all of your information, your analytics is inside of the App Store Connect, which is essentially like your dashboard, your database for anything that happens with your mobile app. And as you can see from when I launched my app a little bit in November, but I was not creating content. I was not getting any downloads. And so it was just another website, essentially, another application that existed but had no traction because no one knew that it existed, that it was created, that it was published and had value. So what I started doing every day was posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok, posting on YouTube Shorts, videos about the app, either providing value about what my service was. Maybe it was something indirectly to my service. So instead, let's say my app was about teaching how to cook. Instead of showing my app and just doing a hard sell, I would show a dish about how to cook and say, if you want to learn more, download the app. So it was a soft call to action at the end rather than a hard call to action saying, download the app. This is what you need because of X, Y, and Z. It's just, hey, this is how you cook. And if you want to learn more about cooking, then you can download this app, right? So I did a lot of different variations. I provided value. I provided hard copy, not hard copies. I did hard sales, soft sales, just trying a lot of different things on social media via organic traffic. And that got me a decent amount of traction. Not a lot, I would say, not a lot on a day-to-day basis. So in this time period, I did 1.6 thousand units, which for me was good at the time. I was learning, I was validating my idea. It seemed like people were interested, and I was learning a lot at the time. With that being said, one thing and one reason why I want to share this is we get so caught up in people that have these high established apps or apps that are doing 100,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever a month. That's great, right? There are people that can't get zero or, from 0 to 1, 0 to 10. So I want to show you what my experience was based on my app and how I developed it and, my progress for marketing and things that I wish I did better that I did not do and things that I would do again just to make sure that I could convert very well. So during this period of time, I'm sure you see it from January 20th, 19th, really, all the way until January 31st. There's a large hump of traffic in comparison to what is, normal for the app at the time. I was running paid ads. So I was running TikTok ads for my mobile app, and they were doing really well. They were converting well. I was getting lower than 80 to 70 cent cost per install, which was really good for me and really good in general. But the ads were engaging. I was learning how to run TikTok ads and, cut videos that weren't good, be able to read into certain analytics so that I can make the best decision from a marketing perspective and move forward. So that's how I got a large sum of the downloads in this period of time here. I was running TikTok ads. Now, from a sales perspective, you'll see a hump as well. So over time, you have different metrics that show how I got over $1,000 in sales. And it finally hit around this mark here, around the March, 6th or 7th. And again, around this time, that's where I was getting a lot of sales for the app, right? Now, one thing that I would do differently, because again, I said I did your organic traffic. Not only did I do organic traffic, but I also did paid ads. The one thing that I wish I did, and that's the main goal of this year is to focus on, is influencer marketing, because influencer marketing is a perfect balance between the two. Influencer marketing is a perfect balance in between the two. On one spectrum, you have organic traffic, which is you posting on your page or, maybe spam pages or your personal brand, whatever it may be, but you're creating the content. Another is a place where you do paid ads. That can be on any platform. You're running through the platform. They run really well, but a perfect medium is when you run a mix of both. Essentially, you're paying someone who already has a brand so that they can put it in front of the direct audience that you're trying to service. So in my case, let's say, again, we're targeting cooking clients or cooking customers, cooking audiences. I would target and focus on people that either have families, people that enjoy cooking, people that need to cook, people that want to cook, and focus on people that are trying to better their lives, people that want to eat better, different ways, right? Maybe they do sports, whatever the case may be. I'm targeting influencers that are in this niche so that, or can affect and target the people that are in the niche that I want so that they can put that app out, put that tool in front of them so that they can use it. And you'll do different variations again. You'll do hard sales, you'll do soft sales. You may do like a day in the life of people cooking and then you use the app. You may do a hard sell is like, if you want to change your life, then you need this app, right? You can try different variations of what works because these people have established brands. With that being said, because you have a mobile app, you cannot forget that everything is a funnel. It is a path that people have to take in order to get to a certain point so that they can either download the app or so that they can purchase a subscription. If your purpose is just downloading the app, pretty much any form of paid marketing will work. Influencer marketing or organic traffic will work. At what scale is different because you're banging off of virality. On the other end, when they actually do download your app needs to function well. Your app needs to have value. Your app needs to be good. It needs to be visually appealing. When they download the app, they want to know that, hey, this provides value to me. I see why I was recommended this. I see why it was put in front of me. I can use this. And if your goal in the end is to make money, which I'm sure it is, you need to have sales. You need to have hard stops where it says, if you want to continue this, you need to purchase. If you want to do this, you need to purchase. Don't forget about purchasing because of this thing. If you want to use this function and you want to learn and you want to grow your cooking skills until an infinity and beyond, you need to learn this skill. That is where you get a chance to change your app, your user interface, how people interact with it. That is the most important part. Not only is it just selling and putting it in front of people, but it's also having value inside of the application so that people can move forward and purchase and continue to download. You may get recommendations. Everything matters. So what I did, to recap everything, I ran TikTok ads and I did organic traffic. What I would do differently is run influencer marketing so that I can have a mix of all three channels. So not only am I posting organic, so when they look up the application, they see that it exists, they see the value in it, they see other people talking about it. I do influencer marketing so they have validation from other influencers, other people in the industry so that they have a sense of validation for the product. And then lastly, if you tie all that in with running paid ads, now you've crossed them in every section of their journey into downloading your app. So now they'll see paid ads, they'll see their influencers talking about it, and when they look it up on their own, they'll have visualization of the app and the brand. You tie all that together to an app that's visually appealing, actually provides value, and has hard call to actions inside of the app so that they can do subscriptions or pay for subscriptions, provide external value, maybe upsells, different hard stops so that they have to purchase your app and they see value in doing so based on it being a perfect price and having functionality that actually works. Then you have created a good app. And at that point, you can start to scale. At that point, you can put a lot of money behind it. At that point, you can really go full force into marketing. But if some of those other portions aren't there and don't exist, it's hard for you to sell your app because you may not have a true product that people want. You may not have a visually appealing product. Maybe the idea is good, but now you need to sharpen up how it looks, right? Maybe you were in the MVP stage where you were just trying to test your product. Now, maybe you have a good product, it's visually appealing, but people don't have a reason to purchase because you haven't given them one. Maybe it's free completely. Now you need to put in certain stops. Maybe you need to put in subscriptions so that they have a reason to purchase because now it has value. Now you need people to get to your app, right? Now people need to download it. How are you getting traffic to your app? Organic, influencer marketing, paid ads. Everything ties together and it's all one funnel that exists. So I hope you all did enjoy this video. I didn't go too in depth in the sense of like the creatives that I make because I have videos on that already, but I wanted to show you how I went from 0 to 1,000 because a lot of people talk about 0 to 10, 0 to 20, 0 to 30, 0 to a million. That's great. And one rule that I've seen is talk about that first 1,000, right? So like, break it down, 0 to 1,000. All right, now do that 10 times. 0 to 1,000. Now do that 100 times. And you get those little pieces. Sometimes people talk 0 to big number, and there's a lot of pieces and steps that happen in between that you lose connection with the audience. 0 to 1,000. You did it. Replicate that 10 times. 0 to 1,000. You did it. Now you did it 10 times. Now replicate that 10 times. Now you have motion. Now you have an opportunity to provide value. So I hope you all did enjoy that video. I hope it provided value to you from the perspective of marketing your business, but also validating an idea and just taking your customer from point A when they see your app to point B and everything in between purchasing your app, downloading your app, or purchasing some subscription inside. So I hope this video serves you well. We'll see you in the next one.